William here at Patriot Container. You found my video for Oakland, California. This area covers Fresno up to Oregon. If you're finding this video and you're wondering about container prices, I'm going to get into that. I do not know where you're located at, so you must call me at 888-611-5698, and then I can Google Maps the address, and we can quote you an accurate delivery price. On all my videos that I'm making, I can call my drivers on a different phone. That's my main phone, but this is my side phone. We can call the drivers and ask, hey, what day can you deliver this container? And they're going to tell you the day that it's going to deliver. That's it. Most of these Pinocchio rookie companies that do this, they're salespeople that do not know what the company is really purchasing for you as a buyer. And the salesperson does not know the real day your container is going to arrive. I made a video about that. Salespeople are lying to you guys. They tell you the cheap junk is great, and then they tell you they have a lifetime warranty. They tell you have a money-back guarantee. Those are the companies that have the most complaints because they're Pinocchios selling with lies, and they're rookies because everything after your order turns to shit, and there's nothing you can do about it because you're stuck in an order, and they have terms and conditions on their website that says they have a cancellation fee. 5 minutes after your order, you have a cancellation fee. They have restocking fees. They have if they bring you out a container and it's not with what they told you it's going to be, you cannot reject it based off of cosmetics. If you do reject it, you're going to lose your delivery money, a restocking fee, and a cancellation fee. If you trust them to keep the container there, it's kind of funny. These Pinocchio rookie companies, if you cancel in the very beginning, you lose a cancellation fee. If you cancel after your order and they bring out a container, you lose a restocking fee. If you cancel on their property, now you lose the delivery money, restocking fee, and a cancellation fee. If you trust them more and they have to come back and pick up that container, now you lose the delivery money twice and a restocking fee and a cancellation fee. Sometimes that adds up to 75% of what you've paid them. And it's on their terms and conditions that somehow you guys authorized. It's horrible. It's kind of weird. They're trying to get you to trust them and place an order, and they'll do it with lies. But once they got you, everything you just keep losing more and more and more and more and more money up until you're screwed with a crappy container that you don't want. So anyways, these companies get away with Pinocchio sales by calling it wind and watertight, and they purchase damaged and as is. Well, I'm telling you, wind and watertight can actually look like total shit, and it will piss you off once you see it. With or without holes. So good containers are not called wind and watertight. Good containers are called cargo worthy, IICL, or new one trips. They actually look good, and then they can't have any holes. So that's what I sell. That's why I've been in business for 11 years. I'm always doing something different. I was the first person on YouTube to post delivery videos of my containers 8 or 9 years ago. I'm the first person to whistle blow on this whole industry and expose the dark side of the crooked sales that's happening to you guys as customers. And now I'm the first person doing videos like this, making prices all over the United States, so you can, to be honest, I'm doing it because nobody else is doing it, and I'm testing this out. It's very time consuming. Every video takes me 5, 6, 8 minutes, and there's 50 different locations of the shipping lines that I buy from, and I've been buying from for 11 years. They have containers everywhere, and it's not hard to find a driver. I've been selling containers out of Oakland for 10 years, and I have many drivers. And so if you go back to a lot of my old videos on my YouTube channel, you're going to see a lot of Northern California deliveries, new and used. Good containers are called cargo worthy. Better used containers are called IICL. The best new containers are called one trippers. So let's get into this. If you're looking for a 20-foot cargo-worthy container that's in good used condition, $1,900 plus delivery, you have to call me. It's 611-5698. If you want a new 20-foot one-trip container, this is the nicest thing money will buy you. You will never regret your purchase when you're standing inside of this thing and opening the doors. They do cost more money, but you won't regret it when it gets there. It's $29.50 plus delivery. If you want a cargo-worthy 40-foot standard 9.5 feet tall container, I would do that at $19.50. 40-foot, I think I said 9.5 foot tall. 40-foot standard height, 8.5 feet tall, $19.50 plus delivery. 9.5 foot tall, 40-footer high cube that's in cargo worthy condition, I would do that at $2,000 plus delivery. Here's an IICL. I would do this at $2,400. This is the highest rating that a used container can get. It is not new, it's used, but it's the best, highest rating a used container can get. Cargo worthy is good to go. 80% of my sales in 11 years have been cargo worthy containers. I'm starting to sell a lot of new containers lately. I love it when you guys buy new containers because you're just going to be the happiest person. And all I got to do is deliver it on the right day and my job's done and you're happy and you'll leave me a great review. Or you won't. 1 out of 50 people do reviews, to be honest. That's why I see all these other companies that have these reviews and it's like 1,000 and they've been in business for 3 years. They pay for them. So, okay, here. All right, 40-foot new one-trippers. I would do this at $4,000 plus delivery. That's the nicest container money will buy you. Again, you won't regret the purchase once it's delivered on the right day and you're standing in front of the nicest container money will buy you. $4,000 plus delivery. So anyways, I started in Long Beach. I went to Oakland, then I went to Houston, then I went to Dallas, then I went to Portland, Seattle, and now everybody's finding my YouTube channel across the United States. And I have available inventory because the same shipping lines that I buy from, that I trust, and I know with what the inspection process is, I can sell these things everywhere now. And if I don't have a driver, I usually find a driver within 20 minutes through networking with the people that I know and how they give me a driver like right away. And so far, everybody finding me from YouTube is calling me and going, "Hey, we saw your YouTube channel and we watched 3 or 4 videos. We want to buy a new one." And of course I want to sell you a new one. Look, the point of my YouTube channel is exposing the dark side of what these horrible companies are doing to you guys. Nobody is doing it other than me. And you don't understand when you're dealing with a Pinocchio company that is lying to you. They have everything in line and in order on how to rip you off and only so they win. Well, you're a customer. You should win. That's the point of buying something. So anyways, been in business for 11 years. 0 complaints from actual buyers. I have 3 complaints from 3 people that were mean to me on the phone. I was mean back. They never bought a container from me. Do your research, people. Read the terms and conditions. Read the complaints. They all say the same thing. We're nationwide. We're the most reviewed. We have lifetime warranties. And if you don't like your container in 30, 60, 90 days, you can get your money back, full refunds. Well, on their website, it does not say that. And you got to read it. You got to understand it. I read complaints on these companies. There are people that are paying $4,000 for a used container and they show up with a crappy container and they want it to be picked up and taken away, and the customer only gets $1,000 back. So that customer gets no container now and they lost $3,000. That's disgusting. And those companies, the reason I'm making my videos, they should not be allowed to get away with that. That's what the point I'm whistleblowing and exposing the dark side of this industry. And I'm the only one doing it. So anyways, guys, that's Oakland, California pricing. Fresno to Oregon. I have drivers that are ready to go. All we need to do is call them and figure out with what day they have open on their schedule. I actually have multiple drivers in those areas to where we can reach out to who's cheaper, who's the most dependable, and all that good stuff. So anyways, guys, that's it. Oakland, California. Goodbye.